Hey guys, in this video we're going to go over a couple rounds from EG versus Liquid, talking about decision making, map control, and rotations on CT side Inferno, so let's get started. So this first round we're going to look at, EG are going to set up in a 4-1. Stanislaw is the only person with a full set of utility, while everybody else is a little bit lacking. Breeze still has a decent level of utility, but Tarik, Cirque, and Ethan, they only have single smokes or a Molotov. If you compare this to Liquid, Liquid actually have a full set of utility on everybody except Elysian Twist. So EG, they're at a utility disadvantage and they know this. So because of this, they're actually going to push down mid with the utility they have. We're going to see here is that Ethan, he's going to use this Molotov to push down towards the bottom of mid, as well as Cirque. Breeze is going to throw this smoke towards alt mid, as well as a flash. He's using this utility here to kind of push these T's away so that his teammates will actually have some time and space to push down towards this bottom mid area and hopefully find a kill towards Banana. And the whole reason why they're pushing down towards mid is because there's a good chance that most T's setups, they'll have a single person defaulting towards Banana, so they're looking for that kill there. So as Ethan and Cirque push down, Breeze is going to watch their alt mid to ensure they don't get flanked too soon. And right here you're going to see that Breeze is going to post up on the smoke, but he's actually going to pre-aim where Elige is standing. And that's because this particular spot that Elige is at is the only way to really peek over the smoke. So Breeze is going to get this first kill onto Elige. And now at this point, you're going to see that Liquid, they didn't really give EG the fight that they were looking for towards this bottom mid slash banana area. And because of this, Breeze got the kill. They've made it 5v4, so now they're going to try to fall back. So as they try to fall back, Breeze is going to throw some utility, kind of push back the T's. Ethan's going to try to cross over back towards this mid area. Unfortunately, he ends up going down. And the same with Cirque, who actually ends up going down to this player towards the tunnel. Now at this point, EG are in an even worse position than they were originally, because now it's a 3v4 situation. They have no utility, and Liquid, they still have a full set of utility on both sides, and now they have a lot more of the map to play with. So let's back up a little bit. So as I mentioned before, Stanislaw is the only person who has a full set of utility, and his job with this full set of utility is to go B solo and use his utility to make sure that the T's don't actually overrun B in this time that his teammates are actually pushing down towards this mid area. So you can see that Stanislaw is going to throw a nade as well as a Molotov just to contain this T towards this banana area so that mid push can actually come in. After he uses that first set, you're going to see he's going to back up towards CT. He's also going to use a flash as well as a smoke just to make sure that this player doesn't have the chance to 1v1 him towards B. And the whole point of that is that if he gets overrun towards B, then his teammates who are all pushed up towards mid, they're not going to have a chance to be able to retake towards B. They want to maintain B control during this time that they actually do this mid push. So continuing on this round, you're going to see that Tarik and Breeze, they're going to come back towards the A site. You're going to see that they're both momentarily going to hold this Hall's position just in case this T-Apps player decides to get aggressive and try to slip in towards the A site. And the whole reason why he might try to do that in the first place is because when the CTs actually aggress towards mid, Halls is normally weak during that time. So he may try to capitalize on that small opening to try to slip in towards the A site. Meanwhile, what you're going to see here is that Stanislaw, he doesn't have any more nades, so he's actually just going to fall back towards the site. He's going to try to gamble a little bit and just play towards the dark corner and just try to stay alive as much as possible if the B hit comes in. So Tarik and Breeze, they're both going to hold towards this porch side as well as this arch side position. And what they're going to realize here is that this is not a sustainable way to win this round. They're in a 3v4 situation. They don't have any more nades. Liquid, they're going to throw a flash towards this banana area. So now they realize that both Tarik and Breeze, they have to actually get aggressive towards this bracket's position. They're going to have to try to find some information in some way. So Breeze is going to start getting more aggressive towards the arch side. And the whole idea is that if they can clear off brackets, then they can do a fast rotation towards B and hopefully stack 3 towards B. However, what they're going to see here is that Tarik, as he drops down, he's going to hear this utility from NAF. So now they know that this push is actually going to be coming in from mid. And because of that, Tarik knows that his best opportunity here is to actually get aggressive along with Breeze. So Tarik is going to try to get more aggressive and peek more openly towards this mid position. Breeze, he's just hiding towards arch. He's actually just going to wait for Tarik's contact. Tarik is going to make contact. That allows Breeze to be able to peek. They're able to take down all 3 members here and turn this 3v4 situation back into a 3v1 situation where it's much more in favor of EG. And the lesson here is that you have to be mindful of the situation. If EG didn't get aggressive with this setup here, they'd be very easily traded out by Liquid, especially since they're down in the man situation and they also had no utility to be able to defend. So here in this round, we're going to see that EG, they're going to send 4 players towards B, 1 player is going to go A alone, which is Cirque. And what they're going to do at Banana is they're actually going to do 2 waves of utility. So Stanislaw and Breeze, they're normally the A players, so they're going to throw their double nades first. And then Stanislaw is also going to add a Molotov towards the half wall position, and as well as a flash over the roof just before he rotates away back towards A. Next, we're going to see tarik is going to throw a deep smoke banana as well as a Molotov for the cubby position. He's also going to add on a nade for the close half wall position. Ethan's going to nade towards logs. And this is when you might want to have the 2-wave system at bananas, because when the T's, when they first enter towards banana, they're going to be waiting for that first wave. So they're not even going to enter banana because they don't want to take damage. After that first wave comes in, they're going to be more willing to actually step foot into banana and try to control it. That's when the second wave will actually start to do damage to them. It's because they're not expecting it after the first wave has already come through, especially when they're AGs. So here we're going to see that tarik has already used all of his utility, so he's going to start falling back and leave Ethan towards this banana area. Ethan still has a decent amount of utility, he still has a smoke and Molotov, so you can defend B long enough for the rotation to come in. So that's why tarik is comfortable just leaving him alone here and rotating back towards A. So let's back up a little bit. So as I mentioned before, Cirque soloed towards A, his teammates are setting up 4 at B, and the whole goal with his utility is to make sure that he doesn't get overrun. So he's going to throw the steeper smoke towards mid, suggesting he may get aggressive towards alt, so the alt players have to respect that. And he's also going to throw a deep nade towards this mid area. And with this utility, he's basically buying himself and his team some time to allow the rotation to happen through CT spawn. Cirque is going to come back towards the A site, just in case this T Halls player decides to get aggressive. He's making sure that he's going to be covering his teammates as they rotate through this library area. Then as they come through, Stanislaw and Breeze, they're going to throw a Molotov towards Halls, just to give himself a bit more space to allow them to set up in the double pit setup. After that, Cirque's going to move over towards this Moto position where he's going to watch Arch with tarik, and tarik is already rotated away from B like I mentioned earlier, so you can watch this Arch side with Cirque. So now they have a 4A setup with Ethan still with a set of utility at B. The T's, they're going to put a little bit of pressure at B, which actually forces tarik to move back towards the CT spawn area, towards the speedway, because they have to respect the fact that they could actually be moving up towards banana. As tarik moves in towards this B area, he doesn't have any more utility, so he's actually going to ask for a boost from Ethan. Ethan, he's still jiggle peeking with the smoke. He's going to throw the smoke down to give them a little bit of space to do this boost, just so the T's don't push in as this happens. Meanwhile at mid, Cirque, he's still holding from Moto, he sees the smoke from Liquid. With this smoke, he's actually going to decide to take a bit of a risk. With the time that's remaining, he knows that if he can get information towards this bracket area, that he'll be able to tell whether it's going to be an A hit or a B hit. So he's actually going to go into the arch smoke, he's going to wait for it to fade to be able to see towards this bracket's position. Meanwhile at B, they still have a smoke out, so they still have time to be able to do this play. So as the smoke fades, Cirque, he's going to see absolutely nothing towards this bracket's position, which heavily suggests that this is going to be a B hit. So Cirque, he decides to rotate towards this B position. As well, he has his 2 teammates that are in a double pit position, so even if they do come back towards A, they're still in a really good setup to be able to defend it. Cirque's going to rotate through the long way around through CT spawn instead of speedway, so that way the T's don't hear his rotation. Ethan's going to throw a Molotov at the choke point to buy himself a bit more time for Cirque's rotation. Then as soon as Cirque gets towards this position here, he's going to throw a flash towards water. And now at this point, the CTs are in a good position to be able to defend against this push from the T's. However, Grim lands an insane shot on Cirque. This is a shot from Grim's point of view. You can see he basically wasn't even aiming at Cirque. Now for tarik, who was boosted, notice that he's playing anti-flash this entire time, as Ethan's making contact first. Then as this rotation comes in from Cirque, you see the Molotov comes in like we saw earlier, and tarik is actually in a really good spot to get these kills. Unfortunately, he's only able to get 2 before he goes down. Although the hold didn't go as expected, you can see that EG still put themselves in a pretty good spot to be able to hold that B site. They had 3 players over towards that area, they had the information that nobody was towards brackets, so overall they're in a spot to be able to win the round. And what your goal should be on the CT side of Inferno is to allocate your resources appropriately and to take risks to get information at the right times. That way you can always have the best possible defense for whichever site is being hit. Okay guys, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys liked what you saw, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell for more future content. Thanks again, I'll see you guys in the next one.